Hey, you're probably wondering, what team are we doing today, Joseph? Oh, the Dolphins. Let's go put this bad boy up. You know, 'cause I like to show off the team we're representing. Now let's do a little fit check. We got my Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse PJs and my Spider-Man hoodie with an Eagles hat and some nice shades. This is going to be my best review yet. I'm pumped. Kind of new setup. It's the same place, just reorganized. I'm pumped. Let's go. But now we're going to talk about the Dolphins. I'm about to be less pumped. We're going to start as we always do. Shocker. Looking at the Dolphins off-season. Sorry, I lied. Dolphins offense projection off ESPN. Woo, and this one is a doozy. All right. Honestly, I'll say it right now. Worst offense we've looked at yet. Quarterback Malik Willis. Now, Malik Willis, he is an interesting guy. He got that huge contract off a few wins in Green Bay. Do I think he'll be decent? Yes. Is he going to succeed in Miami? Absolutely not, and we'll get into that later. But he will be the scapegoat. And I'm going to guess, in the next 2 years, he'll be let go. He won't make it through his 3-year contract is going to be my prediction. I don't wish that for him, but that is the sad truth, because let's look at this offense. Running back, we start off great, actually. I know I'm trashing on this team, but we start off really good. Now, Devon Achane. We all know Devon Achane. Fantasy legend. Carried the Dolphins, offensively at least. But honestly, watching film on him, don't get me wrong, he had a great, phenomenal year. Over, I think, 1,300 rushing yards. I think 8 rushing touchdowns. This is not even including his receiving. But towards the end of the year, defenses really just started to put everyone, like once they let go of Tua, defense is just sitting in the box, waiting for each chance. So that really did limit him. And I noticed that on film, but I'm not going to hold that against him because he's a good player. Obviously, defense is going to try to stop him. And when there wasn't really anyone else on the team, besides Waddle, I guess, but he didn't have a quarterback to throw to him, they had flipping Quinn Ewers. So, I mean, now we're getting into the real doozy. The 3 starting wide receivers on ESPN happen to be listed as Malik Washington, Jalen Tolbert, Tutu Atwell. Now, I am a Tutu Atwell glazer, and I think he's a really good third option. But in this offense, when he's kind of the first option, no, he's awful. Jalen Tolbert is fast. Great. And Malik Washington is Malik Washington, and his longest receiving touchdown is 9 yards, fun fact. That has nothing to do with him, but that is pretty cool. Actually, it's not cool for your starting wide receiver, but I mean, I've seen worse. I guess it doesn't get much worse. I guess Chris Bell could find his way starting because there's no one with real talent in front of him, I guess. Oh, now looking at the tight ends, Greg Dolch. Greg Dolch is their tight end 1. Yeah, it's going to be a long year for Dolphins fans, and I'm sorry I'm going so fast, but there's nothing to say about this team because they're not very good or interesting. Like, really, the only question mark on this offense, like, if they can do good or not, is Malik Willis, but I'm going to project no, because his starting wide receivers and tight end room is awful. I mean, Devon Achane is going to carry them and going to get them wins, and I think Malik Willis can as well, but Malik Willis will definitely not succeed in this offense. Like, I'm sorry, but no offense to Malik Willis. He only has, 6 total touchdowns his entire career. He never got one in Tennessee, I don't believe. At least not passing-wise. I mean, this is awful. This is one of the worst situations a quarterback can be put in the entire league. Like, this is horrendous. But now looking at the offensive line, it's not good either. Aaron Brewer, he's promising on film. Okay, he got a decent center. Patrick Paul, I thought he, I guess I think he can be good. I'm not trying to hate on him because I think it's only his 3rd year. It's only his 3rd year, so I'm not trying to hate on him, but Caden Proctor, okay, I guess. He's a rookie who was overdrafted, in my opinion. I mean, again, I'm not going to hate on a rookie because he hasn't proven or not. He hasn't got a chance to prove himself. But he's not in a situation to succeed. Like, he's not. And I feel bad for this entire offense and this offensive staff. And can't think of who their head coach is right now, but this is just awful. This is one of the worst offenses I've ever seen. Somehow they're going to be worse than the Raiders this year. That, like, judging off this offense, this is, at least the Raiders had Brock Bowers and Genty. This is Devon Achane and fellas. Like, this is awful. And it kind of sickens me that you're going to go out, like, they're tanking. We know they're tanking. But you're going to go, like, you get rid of all your good players, but then you go out and get Malik Willis. This is going to destroy Malik Willis' career. Malik Willis is not going to play good. And he's going to get there, and they're going to blame him. The front office will blame him for this, and you're going to ruin his career. He could play good, but he's not going to win. His stats won't be good, but on film he'll be playing good probably, maybe. I'm going to look up and hopefully say he does. But, like, wow, this is worse than what Cam Ward had to deal with last year, and that was arguably the worst situation a rookie has walked into in the last 5-10 years. And somehow Malik Willis, who, yeah, he's not a rookie, but 6 touchdowns, that's it. This is awful. I'm getting heated because this is just, why? Just commit to the tank at this point, because I'm going to feel bad for Malik Willis. I just dropped my water bottle, because that wasn't even my water bottle. This is my water bottle. Because this is really upsetting to me, seeing this offense and just knowing that this poor young QB is going to fail. I'm sorry, I needed that. Calm down, I'm sorry. Now looking at this defense, and they were on a 4-3 base defense. A base 3-4. I mean, base 4-3, there we go. I've calmed down. Chop Robinson. Now, this is an interesting one. I think Chop Robinson can stay healthy. I do think he can be a good player. But again, he's not in a good situation. I mean, looking at your lefty tackle, Kenneth Grant. Like this was, like, universally looked at as an overdraft, and it was. He didn't play good on film. I'm going to hit it loud again. He didn't play good on film. You overdrafted player 2 years in a row in almost the exact same place. Like, I want Chop Robinson to exceed my expectations, but he won't because of the SSD line, and we'll go over it. Now, Zach Zeitler, I think is how you say his name, he's not a bad D tackle. But he is old as heck, so I guess at least they can learn. Yeah. But he's not necessarily that good of a tackle either. I'm taking my glasses off because I want you to see the anger in my eyes instead of the reflection of A.J. Brown. God, this is upsetting me. And Josh Uche at right edge. I'm an Eagles fan. And let me tell you right now. Watching Josh Uche go out onto the field for the first 8 weeks of the NFL season, it was hell. He didn't even get on the field all 8 games. But watching him get onto the field and seeing him pass rush really hurt my soul. I wouldn't wish this on the Dolphins, and I'm sorry that Chop Robinson has to play next to him. And even for that matter, Kenneth Grant, who can develop, but he has Josh Uche next to him. What are you going to do? And I just want to point out Robert Beal Jr. just because I like his name. I mean, he's nothing special. I just like his name, man. I believe he's coming over from the Niners, maybe. I don't know. I know he doesn't play. Now, weak side linebacker, Jordan Brooks, one of the best tacklers in the league. Obviously led the league in tackles last year. He's a pretty good blitzer. He's nothing great, but I will say in coverage he struggles. He really does struggle in coverage, but I mean, he's not a bad player. He is the best. He's not probably. He is the best player on this entire defense. And he deserved that contract. He earned it. Now but I will say he does kind of got to improve in terms of coverage. He is not great necessarily. Now, Tyrell Dobson. He is your starting middle linebacker, your inside middle linebacker. And he's good-ish. Sometimes, every once in a while, he also struggles in coverage. I don't really like to see that they have so many iffy coverage linebackers. But yeah, he'll be your starting middle linebacker. And the guy next to him. Willie Gay Jr. I'm not going to comment because I don't want to be mean. But then you go to your left cornerback. And I am sorry, Chris Johnson, you are going to have an awful rookie year. There's nothing you can do about it. You can do your part. You can get some picks maybe, but he's going to be lighting up a lot of yards because of this D-line and linebacking core who aren't very good. And then it gets worse when you look. He's got flipping Dante Trader Jr. next to him. Now, I'm a Dante Trader Jr. guy, and he looked very okay last year in film watch. He looked very okay. But again, he was a rookie. He was a 5th-round rookie at that. I'm not going to hold that against him. But, no matter, I'm very upset with this D-line looking at this. Because then you have Zane Anderson. Who the fuck is Zane Anderson? There's no film on this guy. I look at the stats for him. 5 tackles last year. He's in his 4th season. Who the fuck is this guy? He had 5 solo tackles last year, 15 total. He recovered a fumble. He has 1 career interception. In his career, he has 22 solo tackles. Who is this guy? And he is your projected starter. Storm Duck. I like his name. Actually, I think he's on the pup list. I'm not sure. Again, I'm just going off this. We've never really seen him play. I feel like he was an undrafted free agent. I'm not sure. He actually went on the pup list today, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was a knee injury. I'm going to look it up real fast. Yeah. Today, as I'm recording this, is Thursday, and that's when he got put on for his knee. Ooh, yikes. I mean, speedy recovery, but I don't think he'll end up starting. And I actually like him because I like his name. Nothing to go off film-wise or anything because he barely has ever played his career. I think he's in his 3rd season now. And you're looking at your nickelback. Who the fuck is Marco Wilson? I'm sorry. I might not be a ball knower. I will say he has a decent-ish career stat line. I didn't look up any... I'm not going to lie. I did not look for film on this guy because I don't care who the fuck this is. I don't care. Yippee fucking do. You get Marco Wilson on your team. This is one of the worst teams I've ever seen, and it angers me. It genuinely angers me how bad this team is. Yeah, now we're going to go into offseason additions because I'm really upset because this team is that bad. It's that bad. This offseason additions is going to be Malik Willis and nobody else. Spoilers. Hey, guys. Welcome back. You guys want to know their blockbuster offseason additions? Whoa. Malik Willis. Josh Uche, Tutu Atwell, Jameis Saylor, Jalen Tolbert, and Willie Gay Jr. I'm sorry, Dolphins fans. I'm so sorry. Give me a moment. I can't look at that blue anymore because this team is very upsetting to me. What are you doing? Yeah, you're obviously tanking. I mean, obviously. The only other thing I want to talk about is the Jalen Waddle trade. And I know I don't normally talk about trades like this but this really does affect the offense. You don't have anybody on your offense besides Stephon Achane, and you just fucking signed a quarterback to a $67 million fucking contract. This is the Tua situation, but worse. The Tua contract was ridiculous at the time. Looking at Malik Willis' contract is ridiculous considering who they have on their roster. You don't commit to a quarterback with $67 million if you don't have the roster to support that quarterback. Yeah, that was 1 minute and 30 seconds. of me trashing on the off-season moves because they didn't have fucking any. They had zero impact worthy. I'll see you in the draft, I guess. Actually, no, fuck that coaching staff because that's what we do. Oh my god. No, this one is a very sad one to me. Jeff Hafley. Oh, Jeff Hafley. You go from the Packers defense with Micah Parsons to the Dolphins defense with Josh Uche. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say because, like, he won't succeed. Like, he won't succeed in this offense. Sorry, with this defense. I like Jeff Hafley. He led a very shitty defense last year outside of Micah Parsons and McKinney to a pretty good middle-of-the-pack ranking. And now he gets to deal with Josh Uche and shit. Like, holy shit. And then Bobby Slowick. I'm not a Bobby Slowick fan. He got fired from the Texans. Which, yeah, CJ Stroud probably the reason he got fired, but it doesn't matter. This could be Nick fucking Saban or Andy Reid or any great offensive mind. Fuck, any great coach. It could be a great defensive coach and offensive coordinator. This is the worst offense. They will finish as the worst offense. It does not matter. So give Bobby Slowick the benefit of that when he's ultimately fired at the end of the year. It's not his fault. No, Sean Dugan. Good luck with the defense. You're not even going to be calling plays anyways, so it doesn't matter. Like, talking about this team, there's nothing to talk about. This team has no substance. They have no sauce. They're nothing. On offense, it's Devon Achane and friends. And somehow on defense, it's Chop Robinson and friends. This is rough. Like, oh, and let's not forget, they brought in my absolute favorite fucking coach ever. You brought in Kevin fucking Patullo for the passing game. How do you use any good passing game with him? No, they didn't. Jalen Hurts had one good passing year with him at passing coordinator. And that was with Shane Steichen as OC. Like, this, I don't know what to say because this is awful. This coaching staff is the worst in the league. This defense is the worst in the league. This offense is the worst in the league. I'm going to say it right now. I'm predicting there will not be a team worse than this and that I hate to look at more because this makes me want to throw up. All right, now we finally get to positives. This actually makes me very happy. Caden Proctor at 12. Never mind, this doesn't make me happy. Why did you trade out of the best safety prospect we have seen in fucking years? He was right there in your hands. He's right here. All you have to do is, but instead you go, why? This has nothing to do with Caden Proctor. Nothing at all. Caleb Downs is right there. Take him. Like, this should not... How do you mess up that pick? He fell to you. He fell to 11 in the draft. And yeah, that's a kind of high for a safety. Who else? Caden Proctor. What? You know what? Nothing against Caden Proctor. He won't succeed, though. I said this. Then you get Chris Johnson. Again, I already gave my opinion on him. He sadly probably won't have a great year, especially coverage-wise, like coverage grade. Probably be pretty low. I'm thinking like Kool-Aid McKinstry type low, and Kool-Aid looked pretty good in the second half of his rookie year. But since there was not really a pass rush, talking about his rookie year, not last year. We'll get to the Saints later, so I'm trying not to talk too much about him. But, like, I think he'll be pretty decent looking. I don't know. I'm trying to project good for these defenses. But then they did make my favorite second-round selection with Jacob Rodriguez. And I really hope he does find his way starting. But again, I don't think he's going to have a good year. Which sucks, because I like him. But again, it's not going to be his fault. Maybe it will. Maybe they don't want to develop him. That's my lovely bed, by the way. That's A.J. Brown. Sorry, I got distracted from this awful team. Trey Moore. Whatever. Okay, maybe he'll play edge. Hopefully. Can't be worse than Josh Uche. I'll give him that. Kyle Lewis. Why have you picked 3 linebackers in a row? Because Tyler Moore is an edge linebacker. Okay, cool. Yeah, they all play different parts of linebacker, but really, you need a lot more than just linebacker. Hot take. Oh, wait. They took safety Michael Trafe, and I forgot they took him. I don't watch Texas films or games. I hate Texas. I don't care enough. Even if he plays, he won't have a good year, which sucks. It sucks that all these players just won't have a good year. And maybe Kevin Coleman Jr. and Chris Bell will, because they don't have any other receiving talent in front of them. And same with Shadu Terrell. But Sidu, maybe? I don't know how to say his name. But, this is such, I feel bad for these young players. Because there's no way they're going to be able to develop this year with this team around them. Maybe Caden Proctor. But Chris Johnson, Jacob Rodriguez, how are they developing? All right, it's time to go to their schedule. This makes me sad. Now, I will say, this is definitely the easiest schedule we've looked at so far. And it starts off in hell. Raiders. You're going to lose to the Raiders. The Raiders somehow have more talent than you. Somehow. Yeah, and then you get the worst 4 games of your life. 49ers. Chiefs. Vikings. Bengals. I'll put this in perspective. The Bengals game will be like Denver versus the Dolphins in 23. Because even the Bengals defense can stop this offense. Then you get your bye week. Then it gets easy coming out the bye. You go against the Jets. You might be worse than the Jets. That's a 50-50 game. Patriots, Lions, Colts, Bills. That's all I'll say. Jets. Yes, let's go! I say you split with the Jets. Yes! Fuck. Broncos, Bears. Broncos, Bears. Packers, Chargers, Bills, Patriots. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean this with full seriousness. I know how unlikely it is. It's extremely unlikely. This is Madden type likely. Yeah, that's we're going to Madden now because this is just crazy. They could be the first team ever to go 0-17. Wow. I think they could split or even sweep the Jets. Maybe beat the Patriots in the final week if Patriots are resting starters. Wow. I'm going to give them a floor of 0-17. A floor of 0-17 and a ceiling of 4-13. And I'm going to project, I'm going to be nice and say they go 2-15. This roster with this schedule, who okayed this? This is if Ohio State if an FCS school went against a Big Ten, a powerhouse team every time, like Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, all the great, best schools. This is me creating a custom schedule in dynasty mode and just giving myself little FCS teams. But the Dolphins is the FCS team, by the way, and every team facing them is the powerhouse, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, I have them going 2-15, being generous, honestly, because this is a hard schedule. This is a crazy schedule. And as of right now, I have them projected to get the first overall pick. Don't be like me and spread some love today. I love you all. Much care. please don't get as heated as I am about the Dolphins, because I doubt anybody is a Dolphins fan, because after this year, you guys might not have any